The big news surrounding the current world number one, Daniil Medvedev, and of course Russia's invasion of Ukraine causing ramifications for sport right across the globe. In tennis terms, though, Medvedev hands back his world number one ranking to Novak Djokovic from tomorrow. It's the least of his worries at the moment, though, Todd, because there's talk that Russian tennis players will be banned from Wimbledon if they don't come out publicly and denounce President Vladimir Putin.
Well, that happened this week from a British minister who said, you know, if you don't say that you don't like him, you can't come and play. That is such slippery and dangerous ground because, look, we all know that they have families back in, you know, whatever part of Russia that they're from. And you do not want to be on the wrong side of that because your family will pay a price. So this is really dangerous territory and one that we have to be very sensitive about.
So, Todd, how did tennis address it then? Because you're clearly you don't want the Russian flag flying, so what do you do? Well,
I mean, I think it's an individual sport. I feel at this point we allow them to play. Like this week, Andrei Rublev through, you know, to a semi-final. It's really hard if we go down that line. Teams are different. That's national representation. Individuals, a lot of them don't live in that country that they're representing. As an example, 11 years of my career, I lived in the United States.
But you're one of us.
I am one of us. I'm back here now and I'm very happy with that. But that's sort of how it goes. I feel it has to be let sit and see what happens over the coming months, and then we'll be able to make a better decision.
Could it potentially be an opportunity to use Wimbledon to give another push in support of Ukraine? Because there are a number of Ukrainians on the tour, aren't there?
There are, absolutely there are. And I think, look, the playing group are behind everyone doing the right thing. You might have seen Roger came out in support, putting $500,000 US into a schools program that is going to get Ukrainian kids to go into school. So tennis is doing a lot of good stuff. But this one, it's all falling on tennis to make the decision for what every other individual sport might do. But it's being pushed by the government in the UK. And that's always dangerous when you have governments deciding on what happens in these spaces, isn't it?
Indeed. Let's get on to the court. Bit of entertainment.
Yes, can we talk something I'm better, more knowledgeable
Our
about?
mate Kyrgios over there at Indian Wells. He had a walkover against Yannick Sinner, but still more than entertaining with the crowd behind the microphone.
Now I feel like I'm, you know, maturing. I'm 26 now, turning 27, so it's about time I started acting like it, I think so.
Alrighty, so he said he's going to get the maturity going, goes out on court next minute and he's blowing up at himself, at members of the crowd, at his racket.
He had to go at the umpire too.
The umpire, of course.
Times.
Then some clouds, and have a listen to what he had to say at the post-match media conference.
When you're a spectator and you're watching professionals play tennis, you should just be quiet. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't tell me how to play. Like, you could not win a single point against Rafael Nadal. And I'm just asking for a little bit of respect. Like, I'm going out there competing in the heat for 3 hours for them. Like, I came out there to play for them. Like, I feel like I'm helping the sport. I'm creating more attention. And anyone that thinks that I'm bad for sport is just an idiot. Like, they've obviously got no idea. No idea.
Yes, and he keeps on going too, back on the court. A lot of his finger pointing towards the crowd, and one member, what the finger pointing wasn't directed at him, but a famous Hollywood actor you might be able to spot. Yeah.
Exactly, so why are you speaking? If I tell him how to act? No.
Oh, you got a blue steel look.
Yeah, how good's that? You've got Derek Zoolander up there cheering you on, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. But that's what he does, doesn't he? I mean, he brings Hollywood flavour and style to the table and still loves it.
It's just contradictory, though, isn't it? You know,
totally. Do as I say, not as I do.
Show me respect, but I'm not going to give you any.
I thought it was fascinating that he was, you know, carrying on about the fact that the crowd were being noisy. Whereas one of the great things about watching him at the Australian Open, the special case, was get the crowd into it.
You know,
so what do you want, Nick?
Then someone said, well, how do you make him better? What's going to make that change? Well, singles isn't going to do it because you go out on a singles court by yourself and it's you and that fella running around in your head, and that's where he has trouble. The doubles court is brilliant for him. We saw that with Kokkinakis because he can't let his partner down. And his partner can calm him down. They can verbalise to each other. And that's been an interesting part about this last few months with Nick. He's got confident again, but it's actually Thanasi and the dubs that has helped him get to that space, and we'll see how long he can keep his singles going. That's going to be a real issue because he says he's not playing the clay court season. That'd be a bit too long and arduous. He's going to now hone in on the grass court season.
I can't get enough of him at the moment. I'm just more than entertained. Hey, let's get on to what I feel is an annual event for you, Todd, where you climb onto your soapbox and give the Davis Cup a whack today.
Stand back.
Thanks to Mosh, the fix-up for you. You've gone online with by World of Sports and teed off. What's wrong with it? How can you fix it?
Well, look, everyone knows that I'm not that happy about the Davis Cup competition at the moment, but we played just a couple of weekends ago. Australia qualified for the finals. Canada played and lost. And the ITF, in their great wisdom, have decided that Canada should get a second chance and be able to play in the finals. We have a system that allows the World Group 1s. They have qualifiers in one group, World Group 1, World Group 2. There are people that won in World Group 1. Chile is the highest ranked country that should be allowed to move up. I'm really pleased overnight to have seen Marty Fish, the US Davis Cup captain, come out and say that the Canadians shouldn't accept the wild card. And that's a big statement from the US captain. And then Andy Roddick, off the back of that, has also said, if we go down this line of the Davis Cup, all it is a glamorous exhibition tournament. No longer does it have the historic value that it once had before.
Yeah, wow, strong words.